Here's Chris Reid.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Cosmic Reid Live right here on WDWNT Entertainment. I'm Cosmic Chris Reid. It is so nice to be with you once again on another Monday night talking everything Disney, specifically this time about pre-shows at Walt Disney. Hang on, I got to cut to this right away here. What is? Oh, I thought that was your actual cat. Jeff, what's going on over there? What are you doing over there?
Oh, there you go. So I know that this might not be considered. Actually, here, that looks so much better this way. This might not be considered a mug, so I hate to disappoint. But I did just realize, and I told Leah this like right before I came on, that I paid $2.49 for this in Iowa, I guess it was. And she seems to think that that was way too much money. And I think she's crazy. It's a cat in a top hat, everyone. Hello, happy Monday.
You know,
Happy Monday, hello.
So because your cat was sitting behind you before we started the show, and I actually, when I saw the little preview, I thought you were holding up your cat to the camera. So I was like, oh, we need to get to this real fast. Then I find out it's a paper cup. So that's how that's going.
They actually? So the funny thing that you say that is like, so you think he would wear a top hat, which I think is adorable because I think that Wally would look fantastic in a top hat. Is the lyric because I don't want Alyssa to get upset. Oh, no, not a mug, which she's already upset with me. So we had to try to put these, just because I know she loves the animals. So I hope that no one thinks that this is terrible, but like, so I had to cut his claws because every morning at like 5 o'clock in the morning, he just decides that's when he wants to get up and pick the new carpet, man. And let me tell you something, man, I could be in stage 18, sleep, REM, whatever, man. And I am like, I mean, I'm just right up. So we're trying these soft paws, and honestly, look at him though. Look, he kind of seems chill. He seems totally chill with it. So
he is.
And then we got this one. It's totally animal night here. So I have nothing on our walls yet. Still, oh, here you go. There she is, Daisy. There you go. Hey, all right. Look, everybody, thank you so much for asking how Daisy May is doing. As you can see, she is fine and not allowing me to sit on the new couch that we just had delivered. So I am so sorry. That went way long. But hello, everyone. Happy Monday.
Yeah, welcome to everyone in the chat room.
This is totally a mug.
Archfox, Karen, Emily, welcome to the show. Shornforce, Castaway, RJ, Sean, good to see you. Beverly, David, Rob, spoke to Cheyenne, Horatio, there you guys are. Living the dream, welcome back. Penguin, good to see you. K-Jack, you know, I was on the live stream earlier today from WDWNT, and it was Eric and Jill were at Magic Kingdom doing a ride, doing a couple of rides anyway. The one that I saw was Magic Aladdin. That I've never actually been on that attraction before, so they went on it, and I can say that the very first time ever that I've been on that ride was today with Eric and Jill. So that was kind of special, and it was good to see everyone in the afternoon as well. Rob, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat, and Adam, I see you there. Hey. Also. SeaWorld, good to see you. Angelina, how things are over on the other side of the city? What's going on?
JD's back. JD's back. Who wants to read it? Come on. Angelina's the...
I'm not even on YouTube yet. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, snaps for JD, everyone. Everyone in the chat room, snaps for JD. Guess who's back? Back again. JD's back. Tell a friend. I would put that on, but I would get rid of the copyright thing.
Love it.
But yes, JD, thank you so much. Also, Alyssa asked if I had my own Wi-Fi, and the answer is no. So it has officially been a month, everyone. Thank you very much. So, no, working well, though, huh? Why would I ever pay for internet again?
JD, welcome. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. It's nice to have that button back again. As Eric Morton was saying earlier on the live stream, that super chats tonight is Cosmic Reid. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And yeah, you know what? He said, tell a friend. Actually, you know what? If everyone in this chat room, if you share the YouTube link right now, we get even more people interacting. So if you have some Disney friends, share the link on Facebook, share it on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you can, and get more people to the party, which is always a good thing. Also, talking about Walt Disney World pre-shows this hour, we want to hear from you. We're going to kind of go around to each park on that one. We do have Team Cosmic segment to get to. There's a few photos of Oh boy. Oh,
Hey!
Oh, do you see this, everyone? I'm just a
I'm
cricket
so
back
glad you're
also
back.
again. Yay.
welcome back.
Yay.
Super chat. OMG Super Chat is back, and I'm here. Cricket, thank you so much, and cheers! If you saw that I have here, got the lovely sipper that I've been using ever since I ditched the green screen. This actually shows up now, so that's why we're doing that. Yeah, please like the video, subscribe if this is your first time. For show tonight, you know what? Just YouTube link, put it on Facebook. People were having a big Disney party for the next hour, and we want people to party. The more the merrier, as they say.
Yes.
This is going to be a good one. Last week, I got to apologize. So I rewatched, guys. I rewatched the show last week, which I do from time to time.
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry for you.
So I didn't watch the end because
I
just
single-handedly,
can't,
can I just say?
Oh, the end was
Can I
my
just say, 'cause
favorite.
Everyone loves
No, I
when
can't.
I just can't. I actually apologize to people individually on the social media machines for last week. So I love that that's the one that you decided to take the time to rewatch it. Happy 2021, everyone.
Here's the, I don't know how the connection is doing today, but last week people were saying that, Jeff, your stolen Wi-Fi was better than my wired Wi-Fi. Here's the thing I didn't realize until out on the computer the next morning. I work from home like a lot of us are doing, and I go to get hooked up to the work VPN, and I'm like, I'm already connected. So last week I did this show connected to the Works VPN, and I suspect that might be why the quality of the web.
Dude, that is the worst, man. That is a terrible idea. Okay, that makes perfect sense.
I didn't mean to. I left at the end. That's what happened. So that's why it was a little bit slow.
Yeah.
He said you need a 1080p webcam, and I'm looking into getting that. Horatio, thanks so much. I'm glad you like the backdrop. I switched it to because I know Jeff has the purple.
Who said that?
I know we're going to at some point. What's the,
Someday soon I will have the purple lights, and I will not just be in. But honestly, man, I a couch that I did not have for the first 3 weeks. So, but man,
perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna have those purple lights real soon. So, okay, it's great to see everyone though. Good to see you guys.
All right. We have a very special, you know what, I'm trying to figure out when to, there was some news that broke early from, at Disney. It's not huge news, but it might be big news for the people in this chat. We'll maybe like 9:30 or so. I have some special, we got something special. So I'm going to stop there. I haven't even told you guys about what this is.
Oh, there's so many surprises on this show. My goodness.
I love when that happens.
Yes, there is. Yeah, so we'll be doing that. So let's start it off now.
One more time. I'm so sorry, Chris. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Who asked you to get a 1080p camera? Like, I actually want like lower res. Do they still sell that? Do they sell lower res cameras? Because that's the one I want.
Oh, you can send mine over here. I'll send you my Dell laptop.
Cricket again. He's back. I'm
Cricket.
I really hope
another super chat.
Yes.
I really love Chapek. I really hope Chapek lets Disney replace. Okay, find him at all the presidents. Well, I mean, yeah.
Who knows?
Okay. Thank you for that. Thank
you, Cricket. Thank you.
Rob says $25 1080p webcams on Amazon. I think the one I have right now is like $720. But anyway, I'll look into stuff like that. I try to make this look the best it can. So let's start on pre-shows. All right, we're doing pre-shows? Yeah, pre-shows this week. We're going to try to go around to each park on this one. Jump in the discussion because we like to interact with you, of course, in the chat also. Let's start it off at Magic Kingdom. I know last week I threw you for a loop when we started at Animal Kingdom or something weird. So let's go to Magic Kingdom. Jeff, what do you got for Magic Kingdom?
I would be shocked if I am the only one saying this, especially with your adorable little sippy cup you have there. But I thought about this multiple times today when I was to take the lunatic day for a walk. So again, snaps for Daisy. Today was her first day off medical so she could actually go out on a longer walk other than just to do her business.
Aww.
So it took her out. She was a freaking lunatic. So I'm going to think about this, have some moments of zen. And there you go, Castaway RJ. I'm not even gonna hold it anymore. I mean, the Haunted Mansion stretching room. I mean, like that. That to me. I mean, and I also say that almost because of the. It's just like how many other places in the park, and maybe there are answers to this, but I'm gonna ignore them. But like when the lights go down, and sometimes you could say it's annoying, especially like when people are riding it for the first time, you don't want a full room doing this. But like if you were riding that thing on like second to last ride, or it's right when like the gates close and you're in there, man, you know it's the people who love the ride. I mean, how many people know that thing from their heart, right? And I mean, like I've been in that stretching room with just people just out louder than the actual like 870 channels of audio. You know what I mean? So it's it's Haunted Mansion. I see you, Alyssa, making fun for my 20-minute response, but I'm very passionate about Haunted Mansion, if that's okay with you. So anyways.
Yeah.
Okay? No, that's a good one.
I mean, and what other, pre-show do you see? You see people? Oh, here we go. Tom Strong, $2 super chat. Don't hate, but I would fan the Stitch's Great Escape pre-show.
I would hate on that.
Yeah,
that's a really good answer. It was almost better than the ride.
Can I ask a question, Chris, or am I going to be mocked openly in the chat room? Because like you were talking about, like, because we did have a bit of an internal discussion. Perhaps it's fine. We were having a bit of an internal discussion on is that pre-show versus even like a queue, because like I love the pre-show for Stitch, just so you know, Thomas. But like that first room is kind of like, so it's like the pre-show was like before I walked in, but like when there's animatronics and stuff, is that a pre-show or is that a queue? You tell me.
I mean, I would like the pre-show is where anything like where the story starts to come together with like a video or an animatronic talking, like that. I would count the queue more as you're standing in line. There's might be some interactive elements like some of those games that they would play, or you're just standing in line. I think, and actually, well, next week, spoiler, we're going to talk queues next week. So I think that's the difference. Does that make sense? I think there was a super chat in there too. Just scrolled by. Where'd it go? Cricket, $5 super chat. Fairness, Stitch's Great Escape was the most elaborate pre-show in MK history. Very cool.
Ooh, big words. I mean, thank you, Cricket.
You got like disappearing animatronics and such. That was pretty exciting.
Yep.
I'm going to show you Cricket. You know what I'm going to do for you? I brought this out just for Cricket, just to show him my Georgia glass. You see this? Everybody get it. Not a mug, but what a beautiful Georgia glass. If you like Georgia, we got a lot of stuff here.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Just saying, we could do a whole show on this. Okay, let's go.
Oh, totally. What was the other? Somebody said the Captain EO pre-show. Nico the Greco said that, and the Captain EO pre-show. You know what? Like it was interesting to watch, but there was one part where like the music picks up. It was right near the end, and I would always like really like the drums in that. It was really super old 80s, but I loved it, I still do. I think there's you know what I mean? Yeah, it's kind of cool. Barnstormer pre-show.
Chris, did you
Cricket?
Yeah, Barnstormer pre-show. Cricket, man.
Okay.
That's actually a good one. Chris, were you back at Epcot when they brought and now we're going from Magic Kingdom, but Captain EO, but like did you go when they re-aired it? Was anyone in there? Because they like added stuff to it. Like they added some lighting. Oh God, I hope I sense something coming on, man.
I saw that. I saw Captain EO when it came back because I wasn't down there for the original run of it. I saw it many times, and yeah, they did have like cool like lighting effects and stuff like that. But no, it was supposed to be, but it was there for I think 3, 4, 5, something like that. Someone in the chat surely knows. It was there for a few years anyhow. But I remember the very last time I saw it. It was. I want to say it was in Disneyland, and shortly before they took it away, and like the lighting effects didn't work. Like the little, like the the air that would be blown at your face wasn't working. Nothing was working. It was just, and like the chairs used to bounce to the music. I was like, oh, this is cool. The chairs weren't bouncing. I had to like bounce myself to the music. Yeah, it was too bad.
That's what I was going to say, because I mean, I could be wrong about this, but I don't think that happened the first time that it was there. So it was like, I thought that was like, if you're going to take something that is like so, don't take this the wrong way, terribly 80s, that can be terribly awesome as well. Oh my God, Minnie is kind of rude in the Philharmonic pre-show. I was actually going to bring it up. Cricket with another super chat. Minnie is kind of rude.
Thank you for that. Yeah,
she's not
valid point.
Because Goofy's just screwing around, Cricket. Goofy's screwing around.
I know. Goofy's being goofies. Okay, so we got through Magic Kingdom. We got through yours.
Excuse me, I did not.
We only got through
give my answer.
No.
Alyssa said in the chat that you guys need to make sure that you get my answer. So I'm making sure that it happens.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Chris.
So first. What I was going to say is that the Haunted Mansion pre-show, so like we're talking the stretching room, of course, it's probably the most popular one that you'll also see, costumes of the portraits. You'll see tattoos of those portraits are common. There's prints you can get designed.
Yeah.
There's t-shirts with those characters. I can't off the top of my head right now think of another pre-show that has that much fandom behind it. And I mean, the Haunted Mansion does, of course. But for a pre-show before you, like, that's got to be the most popular one, right?
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
I'm gonna wait what Angelina said.
Well, you're gonna wait for my answer now? Oh, thank you so much.
I was gonna wait for you to agree or disagree, and then give your answer before I said anything. Tom Shaw says that Chris and Jeff need a 30-second mute. So.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but oh, look at that. We got a super chat from Cricket there. Minnie hates dogs and throws Pluto in the trunk hundreds of times a day at studios. Ooh. Thank you, Cricket. I haven't seen
By the
that.
way, people in the chat room are talking about Runaway Train, and no spoilers, David, if you don't mind. I know it's crazy, but I have not even watched a video ride through because of this stupid pandemic. I was like, I'm going to experience it by myself. But anyways, so Angelina, I believe I still talked over your answer. So what is it?
Okay. Well, I don't know if we're going into if this is kind of going into our Q topic that we have coming up next Monday. But my favorite thing, and this is an extinct version of this attraction. It's not a ride, it's an attraction. It would be the Tiki Room. I was a huge fan of when Iago and I guess that would be a pre-show. That was my favorite pre-show. It's kind of a cute line, but it's kind of a pre-show too. And I think a lot of people forgot about that one. I think that's a cute little one. It keeps you entertained, right? That's a pre-show.
I totally get what you're saying. And that kind of was like going to the whole Stitch thing where it was like it is a queue, but it's also a pre-show. Like there's some queues that are beautiful. Look, I'm gonna ruin it, Chris, for next week. But there's a real good chance I might even just say like Ariel, right? Like the Journey of the Little Mermaid, right? I think the queue in Magic Kingdom is amazing versus the queue in Disneyland. So I think that's like a decent. Yeah. Oh my God, am I frozen again?
No,
you are,
good.
but we can hear you. Oh, you're frozen for me, but I can hear you.
I can see it happen.
You are.
Well, never mind. I'll relax for a minute.
You are frozen. That's you are frozen for a minute. Okay, let's see if you can leave and come back and see what that does. I'll go with my answer, which is actually kind of funny because it's the same answer. I wrote down Tiki Room, and I Disneyland and Walt Disney World. I really do like watching the birds. Yep. I really do enjoy watching the birds outside and the different voices and the familiar voices because all those people do other character voices for other attractions. It's cool how they do that. And I just think it's one of those things that that really just kind of sticks with me as being one of the certainly one of the oldest, but just classic and relaxing. I mean, they're animatronic birds, you know. Like, so what? What do you expect? We fully lost Jeff, by the way. He's on his way back.
Well, while Jeff is gone, I wanted to say we did get 2 super chats while you were talking. We got one from Tom Strong. I was glad when Iago and Zazu burned to a crisp. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, well, there was a fire. There was a fire in the tiki room, and the underneath management. Yeah, that was probably 2011. I don't know. That was a while back.
Wow, I did not know
that. Was
that.
a long time.
And Cricket also said, remember when Iago burned down the tiki room? So that must be what you're talking about. Was that part of the show, or that was like it was an actual thing that happened?
No, the fire. Yeah, no, the fire was not part of the show. I think it happened overnight or something. It didn't burn the whole place down, but yeah, it was a thing. Yeah, under new management, burnt. Okay. So totally gone. Both. Everyone screenshots of Jeff. This is gonna be good. I don't have any box to replace them, and I don't know how to do that. And I'm pretty sure our
that's okay. We'll just have that beautiful photo of him.
What do we? At least he's smiling. I mean, I can cut to this.
WDNO. We put the dig in. Can you dig it?
Well, he's at least. Oh, looks like he's back.
Oh, hang on, he's back. He's coming back. Here he goes. Just smile, because if it happens again, you'll have a better screenshot than the one that was up for like 5 minutes.
Okay, what was that one? I have to skip the ad.
Oh, don't worry. Everyone in the chat has been taking screenshots, so I'm sure you'll see it.
We'll see them on Twitter later.
My God. Okay, Karen, I apologize because of the. So here's a really funny thing. Not that anyone cares. How does this look? Is this better? Because I'm on a. Oh God! Look at this absurdity. Wait, that was the old one, right?
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, it
was. Year, man. Oh my God. Anyways, so here's the funny thing. I would love to run outside and see if Comcast is here, because they have told me that they are coming every day, and today they have an appointment, and the appointment window was through 10 p.m. Like, really? Do you really think they're coming at 10 o'clock? But I will say that, so the Xfinity stuff totally just died. So maybe they are outside. So I apologize. I'm sure I just ruined something. What did I miss though? Angelina, what was your answer? It was Tiki Room and then I was out, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we were just fooling around. There were super chats. Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you for all the super chats, everyone. I'm sorry for someday this will be great.
I also said the Tiki Room, though, Jeff. That is written down. The other one that I had written down.
Get the heck out of here! Did you didn't say Haunted Mansion? I thought it was a no-brainer, man.
No, you know what? I like the Haunted Mansion, but I really think I don't know. I just prefer the Tiki Room out of those two.
Yeah, but I thought you said Haunted Mansion first. That's why I thought you had already went, because you are just such a big Haunted Mansion fan. That was a surprising answer. This is actually.
Out of all of the absurd things that I am shocked about, that is, I don't want to overplay it. I mean, people say I'm a bit dramatic in the chat rooms, but that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Look behind you, dude.
I know.
I don't see one bird. Yeah. I do not see one bird. Can somebody super chat Chris Bird?
You don't see a bird?
I don't.
Let me do. Okay, you don't see a bird?
Oh boy. Boy, here we go.
Hang on. My eyes are going, man. I'm getting old, bro.
Oh, there's an Iago.
No.
Iago.
Does that look like a bird, or does that look like a bird?
I love Iago.
God, yeah,
and also, Jeff, he was in the Tiki Room at some point.
Good. I know everybody sort of gave people hell for that one. Man, geez, I got blasted on that. There's also can I just stop for Alyssa? That is the best. Can I screenshot her message? Come on.
Oh, and Cricket, come to Orlando, wear a mask. Tell them you put the dino in WDNO free slushy.
Oh my God,
the chat room is on fire tonight. This is awesome.
Chat room is. I'm glad the chat room's on fire, man, because like it's kind of amazing that everyone is having like connection issues, but yeah, I'm on a hotspot right now, man. It's working way better than the stolen internet. I should probably. So Alyssa D, someday this will be better. Jeff, I'm gonna actually have that dry mounted on the wall behind me when I actually finally move downstairs. That is actually a fantastic quote. I'm gonna live that dream through 2021. Daisy, what do you think about that? Do you think that we should live our?
I love that team cosmic energy from Daisy.
Daisy's not really into it. Sorry.
Let's see, where's that thing that Jason? Where is it? Oh yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, so we got through one park in half hour. That's we'll be here till midnight. You realize that if this keeps going. However, I want to take a pause for a moment. First, of course, just tell you. We'll do the other parks in just a few minutes. I do have here something kind of special that I know every single person in the chat room has been wanting this, and I have it for you today. It's happening. It is happening today. All right, some of you might have already seen it, but it's happening right now. In like 2 or 3 minutes on this show. But I got a couple of things to tell you about first. One, you want to become a WIGS member of the WDWNT Inner Globe Society.
Here we go.
Sign up patreon.com/WDWNT. For as little as $2 a month, you get access to cool features from WW News Today, extra shows, benefits, discounts, all that kind of stuff. I missed a super. What is it? What? Hey, oh, Jeff,
You can say it, Jeff.
I don't want to miss the WIGS roll call. I'm trying. I'll put that on the other side of it. WIGS roll call. Thank you, Cricket.
WIGS roll call. Yeah, no, not a 2 hour. I see someone's a 2 hour show, living the dream. No, not tonight. But okay, here we go with the WIGS roll call. We got Will's coming in there with one. David, Penguin, and it was so good to see you guys in the chat earlier today. Penguin, Arch Fox, Tom, Alyssa, so good to see everyone here. That is a WIGS member. Brian, good to see you. Living the dream. Steve, thank you so much. Alyssa, JD. Let's see. Lady Darling, welcome to the show. Haven't seen your name before. Thank you so much for joining us. WIGS member also. Shorn Force, WIGS! With like 100 eyes. I love that. Will Burton, no toupee. Robert D, WIGS, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Post show. No, not tonight. Not maybe someday. I feel like our actual show is also the post show. So
I feel like our actual show is just one post show. It's just a post show.
Yeah.
So now, with all that, we're going to go through some more pre-shows. I want a quick break for like 30 seconds here, and then I'll come back with something that everyone is wanting for, what is this, episode 44? For like 42 weeks, all right? We will come back in less than a minute right here on Cosmic Reid Live on WDWNT Entertainment.
Introducing WDWNT Entertainment, the new home for your favorite WDWNT shows, including Geekly Kingdom, a nerdy talk show with discussions, games, and interactive trivia. Deep in the Plus, diving into and reviewing the catalog available on Disney+. Cosmic Reid Live, a show talking music, merchandise, vacation memories, and Imagineering attractions. WDWNT The RPG, a tabletop-style role-playing game like D&D but set in the parks. Ride Rehab, a satirical show of fixing attractions or ruining them even more. And many new and exciting programs to come. Subscribe now at youtube.com/WDWNT Entertainment.
WDNO. We put the dig in. Can you dig it?
I don't know why.
Sorry, I had nothing else to come. I like that. I had nothing else to come back with, so I thought I would do that. It was that or Regis. So I mean, I didn't have. I
I
got big
legit
bumpers or
have
stingers
no
or
idea
something, man.
why I'm still. You definitely spend the week doing that. I have no idea why why that still makes me laugh so much, but God, it just does. Jeez.
Okay, welcome back. So, WWNT always pumping out news, headlines, breaking news, all that great stuff from Disney parks. Always going live, always doing these shows. At the forefront of news from Disney. Well, I know everyone in this chat room is going to love this news. Guys, did you hear it out of the France Pavilion earlier today? You know what's coming to the France Pavilion? You guys know what's coming to the France Pavilion, right? The big news out of the
Reid?
France Pavilion? Remy?
Are you
Yeah,
talking
there's
about
that Remy rival.
Ratatouille?
Remy Ratatouille. You know what? Guess what's coming? It's even better, and it's here right now. Guys, as of today, the France bathrooms have been refurbished. And there we have the official bathroom updates. Look at these pictures from the France bathrooms.
Who sent you these, dude?
The glorious
my.
door with the sign. The door you walk into.
We've
And let's not
turned
stop there.
Chris
Let's
into a
go right
bathroom
inside.
fan.
What the
Ladies
hell?
and gentlemen, you can wash
Who
your
told
hands
you?
between the sinks. There's two sinks on one side, and there's a beautiful one on the right.
Oh
And
my
I think
God,
The
a beautiful.
brown.
That is a beautiful
beautiful.
double vanity.
you in I'm just looking at guys. France bathrooms are open, and I know people here love that. So there you go. You got your bathroom news finally on Cosmic Grief, courtesy
my
of
God.
WWNT. And
Hashtag breaking bathroom news. Who sent you those, dude? I have to know. I have to Venmo them money right now.
No, and I saw it on WW News today, and I'm like, I need to take those
You're kidding
photos
me.
and show them. Look at the chat. I love it. I love it. There you go. We've been
Okay.
promised
Bet.
a post show for 42 years or episodes. Someday they'll realize you're the gold mine. Cricket, thank you so much. Yeah, we will work on something like that sometime. But there you go. We got the bathroom
dude,
talk that
like,
everyone has been wanting on this show.
That like hurt my
Oh my
you know that
goodness.
pain like in your jaw? Like I actually have it right now. Like
Yeah.
because I
Well, there
actually,
you go.
Tom Strong bathroom
Oh.
talk. I'm satisfied. Need a cigarette. Oh my God. Hashtag breaking
Oh my goodness.
Team Cosmic Reid live.
Oh my gosh,
we
we just got so many
super.
super chats just from the bathrooms there. We got JD, hashtag Team Cosmic, love the bathrooms. Cricket, no bidets,
Dude.
no love. Short Force for bathroom and country. Oh my goodness, you guys crack me up. Thank you so much for all those super chats.
Thank you.
I'm here for all your bathroom news, everyone.
Oh man.
Okay.
Thank you all. I know that you guys were gonna like that for bathroom and country. There it is. No bidets, no love.
Oh my God,
Bathroom
Horatio,
talk
you
comes
are
down.
right. That is bananas. Bathroom talk with Team Cosmic. Bathroom talk with Team Cosmic. You were right. Bananas.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
so there you go. There, did it. It
Wowzers.
just took
Okay.
It finally happened.
you guys, you pushed and pushed for it. I mean, for the talk, and there you go. That's
It was our
you got
first bathroom
So-
breaking news. That's so exciting.
Yes,
Thank you.
it was. So let's get back to pre-shows. Let's get back to
Oh, boy.
pre-shows. All right.
If you wear Chris down
This-
enough, dude, he's like on board, man. I love it. Okay.
Before it goes, move
Yeah,
on.
keep moving it. Keep moving it. Keep moving
Okay,
it.
how about
Okay.
over Disney's Hollywood Studios and talk about some of our favorite pre-shows, specifically one of our pre-shows. So, Jeff, we're back to you. What do you got to kick us off at the studios there?
So I would have said, okay, how many did anyone want to take bets on how long I can go on this or what? We don't have much time. Anyways,
Nope.
I would
30
say
seconds.
that I would say there's Angelina, stop it. There would be no way that I thought that that Chris was going to say anything other than Haunted Mansion, and I also feel the same way about this one. How could it not be Tower of Terror? How could it not be? And I would answer that for the queue as well, little tease. But I mean, like, just the way they did that with the homage to the show, and I mean, then there's like the little hidden Mickey in the video, and I just think it's well done. I feel like it is true to both that script while like incorporating like the Disney Imagineering, and I see that people agree. That's right. This is the end of America. Yeah. Castaway, you got it. Oh, see, R2D2. That was an interesting thing. Maybe if it was Bieber, but that's my answer. Tower Terror. I think.
Cricket. This is the end of America, not the news. Just no French potties. $5 super chat. Thank you so much. I love that super chat. Thank you so much. And keep them coming if you want. As much or as little as you want. We always appreciate that here. If you're just tuning in, also, please give the video a little thumbs up. We always appreciate that, too. Nice way to support the show. And share this link. Share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, all your socials. We'd love to have more of your friends do it. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, seriously, but Jeff, guys, it sounds silly, but like, if you just tell like one other person that like you're friends with, and like, you know, because we want this thing to be like huge when we can get back to the park together in 2047, when I'm in a wheelchair and somebody is driving me around. That's what I would say. How about that?
Just go to the bathrooms. Yes.
Yeah. Just to go to the bathroom.
We're going to do a bathroom tour.
Mm-hmm. Back in my day, the France bathrooms just opened up. Yeah. I used to do a show, you know. I would completely.
I really was something. I really was something.
I can agree. Like, I mean, I really like that. Like Galaxy's Edge. No, I haven't done Rise of the Resistance, so I can't compare that. So I'm going to have to say that the Tower of Terror, because it's nothing else really sucks you into the like you are in it. You like you said, you're surrounded in the props, living it. You're in this old library. The lights go out. They got the window with the lightning. There's that smell in the library. It's that like an old dusty kind of like similar to the Haunted Mansion, I guess. But I remember being in there the very first time and being somewhat scared. Like it was intimidated, I guess, right? Because it's just, and the video and the sound of like the video where the drop is, it's just everything about that pre-show. And then you go into this like fancy looking boiler room, and by fancy I mean creepy. Like the lights are out and the creepy noises and everything, and you hear people screaming and people. Yeah, it's crazy. So I think the Tower of Terror, no doubt, is the best.
Can I just
hands down the best pre-show. Mm-hmm.
I'm curious what Angelina is going to say, but it's funny looking at the chat room. A lot of people agree. A lot of people are saying Rockin'. A lot of Aerosmith fans here, but like Sean Force then said this, and he almost has me rethinking a little bit, because like I definitely think you want to talk about like a thing like if it's like a hot summer day, it's like 157,000 degrees, and you just need some AC. Where do you go? Where do you go in Hollywood Studios? Anyone?
Oh, great movie, right?
AC, Sci-Fi Diner.
No, you can't. Sci-Fi Diner, Matt. Maybe if you were going to an attraction, where would you go?
Muppets.
Of course. Muppets. That's the correct answer. Muppets always has a 5-minute. It's similar to PhilharMagic, where like the theater is so big, so like you can get so many people in there. But like that pre-show is like really well done. Like I have a lot of respect for like old technology, like. So you've got like 4x3 screens, but you've got like 3 of them. Like so from a technological standpoint, it actually is like really, really cool. Like, what is that thing? 20 years old, 15 years old.
Oh wait.
So and it's well written too. Is it more than that? God, was that an original attraction?
Yeah.
I do not. Was it really?
I want to say it is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is Chris right or wrong on that? Anyways,
I think
that is a great. That it's definitely undervalued both as an attraction but like if you're ever like really, really hot and you just need to get out of the sun, man, that's like the place to go. Muppets is like 30 years old. K-Jack says. Did it really?
Yeah, it's really old.
Yeah. Michael in the chat. Hey, thanks for joining us.
I knew Indiana. I know Indiana Jones was, but I did not realize that. Wow. Okay. All right. Fun.
I would. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty convinced it's an original. Yeah. I once interviewed the daughter
fact check us.
Heather, the daughter of Jim Henson, Heather Henson. Jim Henson's last project. Know your history, Jeff. $2. It's Tom Strong. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that.
Okay.
I interviewed Heather, Jim's daughter, and I'm pretty sure she was talking about how it was opening.
Cool.
It was one of the opening days. And actually, this is really cool. If you like the Muppets, so the other thing that stood out when I interviewed her, and this was years ago now, she said when she was young and she'd come home from school, Jim would have the Muppets and other characters that we maybe haven't even seen set up around the house. So it looked like a Muppet was like, sitting at the table reading something, and he'd put one in her room that was like ready. Yeah, and she'd come home and he'd have like backstory for them and say, and she thought it was cool. She wanted to get home from school. 91.
That is great.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I like that everybody knows that. Okay. Well, anyways, man, I'm teetering on freaking Muppets, man. I think a lot went into that pre-show, but this Tower of Terror just
it did. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm sticking with Tower, but I mean there are some other good ones as well. I mean, Smuggler's Run isn't.
It's a fun conversation to have, and somebody actually just said this like a couple of minutes ago in the chat room, where it's like there actually are good pre-shows in Hollywood studios, which again everyone knows when it was MGM, and it just kind of makes sense because like that's what we were doing there, right? We're making movies, we're making, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So everything had like a pretty well constructed backstory, which I do think is some of the things that's missing with later attractions. You know what I mean? Like, I love that backstory to kind of propel me into the ride. Like, no offense, don't anyone hate this, but I'm not going to be answering Soren for favorite queue, right? Like, it's just like, whatever. Like, it just seems like an afterthought. But anyways, go on. I think Angelina has to go, Chris.
Yeah, Angelina, what was yours? What was your pick?
I think that I'm going to agree with some people in the chat here. Screwball specifically, we're going to make it a super stretch. And I am a big Rock and Roller Coaster fan. And I think that little like section where the cast member is talking with the band and the manager. And I think that that's a super cool pre-show that I don't think they do in anything else, which I think is kind of fun. And then it also, like, sometimes, you'll have, like, people that are riding the ride, like, be like, oh, Megan Superstar. And, like, I think that that's a lot of fun. And so, yeah, I'm going to say the Rock and Roller Coaster for me specifically, yeah. And Screwball in the chat also agreed with me, so.
Yeah, it's a fun one. And, like, everyone just knows what's coming. They know they're so close to the attraction, and now you're it's just moments away, so it kind of builds that hype all throughout the queue and then leads up to this big pre-show and this fun pre-show. Great choice there. Some good studios now that we've kind of like talked it out a little bit, I guess. Two more. We got two more parks to go. We got 15 minutes left in the show. Let's go over to Epcot now. Let's go to Epcot. Jeff, you're up. What do you got for pre-show at Epcot?
My favorite phrase is, can I just say? But it's funny, man. It seems like, Daisy, what is going on? What are you doing? Anybody seeing this? I don't know where she's trying to go.
What's going on?
Anyways, it seems like the night got away from us tonight. Last week, man, we were on point. Okay, so she's totally leaning against me, and I can't. Okay, sorry, guys. Anyways, so Epcot. Can I say Ellen still? No. Can I? I just want to.
I think so.
Because again, I really would I be the first? You would be the first. Okay.
No,
how many of those have you had? I would be the first. I'm sorry. Okay.
You would not.
All right. I didn't know how many sipper cups you had this morning. Because I was like, I didn't know if you were mocking me. I want to say, water. Ellen, I realize it is not. Do you really? I'm sorry. I realize it is not. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes, you can go there. I know it's not still there, but I loved it. And it's for the same reason why I was actually defending the Muppets. Because again, like old school technology was there a long time, but there was story there. And my God, you had Trebek. And I mean, just like the way that pre-show led into somehow another, I mean, if you think about it, man, that thing was almost like a feature film at the end of the day. Like if you actually walked in, you got the full like 13.5-minute pre-show and then rode the 40-minute attraction. Like you were like on the cusp of like a feature film. Right. And I mean, there's a beginning and an end. And I agree. R.I.P. Alex Trebek. That was amazing. But I just thought the way they did, Ellen and the different strains and the stupid Judy, it was fantastic. So
Tom Strong with the $2 super chat. Pour one out for Alex and stupid Judy, stupid energy. Hashtag Cube Energy. Right. Thank you for that. Yeah. Did you guys ever see the no, I don't watch Ellen, but because of Disney, I happened to come across the clip on YouTube where Ellen, it's like her birthday week or something, and the crew brings out something that she probably wanted for a birthday gift, and like that by this point, Universe of Energy is gone, Ellen's Energy Adventure is gone, and they bring out one of like the really bad looking Ellen animatronic, and you see it up close, and it doesn't look a thing like her, and she's so like insulted by it in a comical way. I highly recommend looking up that on YouTube after this show is done. Yeah, it's worth it. It's pretty funny.
Very funny video.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I'm sorry. I was distracted because the ambulance just went by, and if Daisy was still here, you would have heard the howl. Sorry, but yes, that animatronic is absolute trash. But think about it, man. Like I saw that thing when I was like almost an embryo, right? Like very, very young. So like back in the day, and you're like far away.
Jeff went to Epcot in '78. Awesome.
I did as an embryo. Anyways, but yeah, I love that thing. So,
yeah. Okay, yeah, Ellen. So are you sticking with Ellen as your favorite? Yeah.
With the support I just received in the chat room, I am cashing that check. I liked it. Yeah, I like about that.
If we're talking about one from the past, I just want to give a quick tip of the hat. Disney's Hollywood Studios to the Catastrophe Canyon pre-show that they used to do, and how fun that one was.
That was great too. That was super fun. Yes.
Just, right? Yeah, that would. I wrote that one down too. But for Epcot, I also wrote the Living Seas, like the original Living Seas, the hydrolators and all that stuff that used to do back then.
That was super cool, dude. Yes.
Yeah. That's what I wrote down. It was such a good memory going in those and feel like you're going down. And I was, 12 or something. I was convinced that we were like going down somewhere, and it worked for me. But dude, I'll take a line.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. I just wanted to say sorry. I'm going to just keep going. The delay, I apologize for I feel like we're on like the worst Zoom call, but if anybody's working from home, with the delay, but it's like you just saying the hydrolator, like it makes me a little bit sad about the dang Nemo ride, right? Which I think like has its ups and downs, and I like that they kept that. But it's like, man, that the story behind it is side. Yeah, right. But there was story when you were in the hydrolator, and again, that whole building became part of the story. Like that was the great thing about Epcot. Like every building was its own story. Now it's like, oh, ride this thing and there's Nemo, and wow, you go talk to Crush with your kids. Anyway, sorry. Nemo ride is super cute, shown for us. Don't get me wrong. Or you, Angelina.
I just missed that one. But if I could just steal a line from Jeff and say, can I just say, this is I'm going to count this as a pre-show because it at least used to happen over at the Canada Pavilion, somewhat selfishly perhaps, where do trivia, like Canadian trivia. And like, if you were Canadian, you just like on the honor system, you couldn't answer the questions. And I just love to hear the answers to some of the trivia questions being dropped at Canada. Now, goodness. Of course, as a Canadian, it was funny. You take me in any other country that they do there, and I would absolutely fail, without a doubt. But it was just funny. And one of them was, they asked a question about Winnie, like, where does Winnie the Pooh come from, or what city is he named after? And I'm just like, it's like it's where Angelina and I are in Winnipeg. Things like that. I mean, that's a pre-show because it's the, they're entertaining you before you go in and see the actual attraction. So I do want to give a little nod to that over there. Is every answer Wayne Gretzky? Yeah. Tom Strong. I'm that's shocked. Good. Yeah. Either if you don't know what to say, you either say Wayne Gretzky, Tim Hortons, or poutine.
Yes,
exactly. You're bound to be right.
I keep hearing they're going to do new Circle Vision film, man. Am I making that up?
Didn't they already?
They did. Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm.
Who hosts it now? I mean, I was there before the pandemic.
I haven't been
there.
Not
Martin Short.
Yeah, not Martin Short. Okay.
No. Gretzky?
God, it's killing me.
I don't know.
I used to go so often, and now it's killing me. Okay.
Lydia? I don't know. I don't know. Somebody in the chat let us know.
Not Martin Short.
Oh, Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy. That's who.
Oh
yeah, right.
Interesting. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my God.
Craps Creek. Okay, Angelina, what do you?
Mine is again going to kind of like play on the possibly that this is a line cue, but it could be a pre-show because you do need to do it or be a part of it to be a part of the ride. And I think it was mentioned in the chat too by like maybe one person, but I really enjoy the technology side of Test Track and creating your own vehicle.
Yeah.
I think like I would consider that a pre-show because you I don't know, it's not like you just walk by it and it's like, oh, that's cool. Like you have to do it. So I think that would be mine, but that could be a cue too, but they kind of play.
Yeah, that straddles the like line, the kind of gray line between like cues and pre-shows. I think that's a pre-show and a cue. So yeah, totally. And it is fun because we always make the most ridiculous looking vehicles. It's emissions,
the worst car ever, right?
100% huge. They're just gonna ruin the road. And we always aim to get the lowest. We play it like golf, where we just get the lowest. We get the lowest score. Arch Fox just in the chat, just Oopie do it. Haven't seen that in a long time. We need to get T-shirts with that on it. If you want those T-shirts and Team Cosmics, tweet at the WDWNT and maybe
tweet Tom.
Do it. Yeah,
people have asked about
just
that.
Oopie do it. Team Cosmics.
Okay. We got one more park. And we got 5 minutes left, so we're doing pretty good because I think this is going to go fast. Yeah. Jeff, what do you got for Animal Kingdom?
Well, I guess I'm gonna go with. I mean, honestly, is there any the bird show? I'm gonna go with the bird show.
Flight of Passage or Flights of Wonder?
No, you see. I love that you said Flight of Passage because that's obviously the only answer. I'm curious if anyone has anything else. The most hated one for me, and I actually said this in our group chat before this show tonight, is Dinosaur. My God, does that thing need to get updated? But I will say that Flight of Passage is amazing. But why? This is what I was getting at, man. It's like there used to be such thoughtfulness when they were making these pre-shows. And now it seems like we get away from that. And I know someone actually mentioned Soarin', but it's like basically you're in a hallway and then there's the 4-minute video. And I don't call that a pre-show, right? Like Flight of Passage, man. Like you are going from room to room. You know, there's like some graphic. Tom Strong, why do I get a 30-second mute, man? Huh? But yeah, I mean, it's like I feel like Animal Kingdom, man, there's just not a lot of good pre-shows. They're just, I mean, I guess fight me on it. I don't know. So
yeah, I mean, can you even count? I mean, I guess you can. You know what I'm going to say? Yeah, Flight of Passage is great. I'm going to, can I say Festival of the Lion King? Because
I would say,
you know, the doors
like
are
working the crowd.
Yeah, the doors are still open. Their crowd's still coming in. You might even miss it. And then when that's done, the doors are shut. So does that count as a pre-show? We get a consensus in the chat? Because if so, that is mine. If not, I'm going to divert to Flight of Passage. But you know, I love.
Okay, I'm going to give you Festival of the Lion King now. Yes, I like what you said there. Like if the doors close, it's a pre-show. It's no longer just like sitting there. I mean, and it's almost like you had me when you were talking about your Living the Dream says he'll take it. Tom Strong says no, Chris, and Screwball also says no. I'm going to give it to you because they're working the crowd. It's almost like Fantasmic is a pre-show with their craziness that they do. That is. And you were talking about like the Canada thing. So, I mean, anyone kind of like working the door. Now, if somebody said like Country Bear Jamboree pre-show, I'd be like, no, that doesn't count. But R.I.P. Festival of Lion King. No, Adventures with Alicia L. We are going to get that back. We're going to get that back.
I hope so.
20 has to be.
Angelina, what was your pick? Well, as if you have a lot to choose from.
Well, originally it was definitely going to be Flight of Passage because I think that it's very entertaining and it's more of a meme now, to be honest with you, just because of that really interesting pre-show video. And I'm literally not saying as a joke. It's just that I just don't understand why they let it be the way that it was. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't been on there. It's very interesting. But Dinosaur would be my pick every time because that hello there just gets me going. I'm like, yep, that I'm ready to go. So Dinosaur would be my pick for sure. And I know a lot of people in the chat agree. So.
Okay. What any thoughts on that? I'm just gonna answer here one sec.
I'm so perplexed.
That's as quiet as you've ever been.
I'm dumbfounded because it's not like it's bad. It just needs to be like, to me, the Muppets, for example, like stands the test of time, right? Like they could update that dinosaur show very easily. And it's almost like, and everybody hates for whatever reason.
It's iconic though.
Oh God, really? I mean,
no. Man, Jeff, you're getting.
I mean, no.
Yeah. Bugs Life.
It's yeah. I mean, yeah. You might as well say Bugs Life. Like it's the attraction itself is like technologically amazing, and then you've got this like old school 4x. Look, I'm sorry, I do video production, so man, when I see a 4x3 thing, I'm like, why am I seeing this? Unless it's with purpose. Okay, so like the Muppets is with purpose. You've got 3 monitors and you've got like a thing going from here to here.
Tom
Sorry,
Strong.
you got to read Tom's super chat.
Okay. Right.
Jeff, you got
to be clear. And you know what, Tom Strong? I will defend
Jeff
this.
Talks about updating, but
I'm going to defend this. Tom Strong goes, Jeff talks about updating, but picks Ellen. I am going to say we're talking pre-shows. We're not talking the attraction. And they still use that technology. I mean, it was projections, right? 3 huge screens. And then the screen comes up from the ground and you walk under it into the attraction. Like that is all like storytelling in its thing, not like, oh, here's a stupid movie, walk out, right? Like they got rid of the original Test Track movie because it was garbage. Not the dummies. I know everybody loves the dummies, but like it was a good, like that was a good update. Like now everything is like super fresh and clean, if you will. But anyways,
okay.
I just think it could be updated. That's all I'm saying. HD, man, up converted.
With that being, we're slightly over time, so let's go ahead and really quickly do this. So we asked on Twitter what your favorite pre-show was, and just a few pictures on Twitter. One, I think Horatio sent this one in Haunted Mansion, so talking about the stretching room, of course. Let's see, we got Erica.
Yes.
Yeah. So that
I mean, that would win. I just have not been on that. That's really, I mean, that
totally
just looks
same. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that one. We have There You Go, Jeff. That was from, I think, Albert on Twitter. Mm-hmm. So energy, nice there you go. And this one, no, that might have been. Oh, I don't know. I don't have it here. This is somebody else put this one, which was Horizons, if you remember it, in Futureport, where you first enter Horizons and Futureport. So there you go with Team Cosmic. A few pictures on Twitter. I also put the question up. You can check. There was some more pictures that came in kind of after we got the show loaded here this evening. But thank you for those. Always appreciate that. And of course, you can send them by email all the time. Chris at WDWNT.com.
Castaway RJ says the Universe of Energy picture was his. So
that's there you go. Yep. Awesome. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, thank you for putting that in there. Man, just such good stuff, man. Yeah. Every time you do like the Team Cosmic thing and you're showing pictures of people that like either listen or at least like look at you, on the social media machines, man, like when you want just going full screen with those, like, God, it makes me miss it so much.
I know.
Yeah.
Sad face. Okay.
And last week, so this week we're talking about pre-shows at Walt Disney World. Next week is episode 44. And if you've been watching the whole time, and thank you for doing so, episode 44 is going to be your favorite Walt Disney World queues. Simple as that. Not necessarily the pre-show, but the queues. If you had to stand in line, where do you like standing in line? And also, how long would you stand in line? I got like limits and parks and attractions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I got a whole map in my mind with that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I think that pretty well covers it. Oh, living the dream. Angelina needs a chair. $5 super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Angelina, the chair.
Yeah, does she?
There you go.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll see. Maybe next week, maybe the week after, we'll see. Thank you for the super chat and thinking about me and where I sit.
And your floor. Yeah. Hey, so thank you all so much for tuning in. We really we have a lot of fun. If you feel like it, please share this video on social media. Do it next week as well. Tell people about the show. Tell people about the channel. We'd love to get more subscribers on this channel, WDWNT Entertainment. Like the video if you haven't done that. We appreciate it much. Subscribe and turn that little bell notification on. Tomorrow we have Deep in the Plus. Rob and company going to be joining you for that one, so stay tuned for that. Different shows all throughout the week. Don't miss us live. Next week we are specifically talking about Walt Disney World queues, so looking forward to that conversation. Big shout out to Jason Diffendahl, our producer on the other side, who has been graciously bringing us on the air for 43 weeks now. Thank you for that. Thank you all in the chat. Really appreciate this. Tom, I'm just taking one last look here. JD, Adam, Shornforce, Karen, thank you. Emily, thank you so much for tuning in. When I go back to work next Monday, this and News Tonight will be the only shows I'll be staying up to watch. Moving forward, time will be 8 p.m. Central. Karen, thank you so much for making us one of your shows that you want. That is amazing. So next week, 9 right here on WDWNT Entertainment, talking about Walt Disney World queues, your favorite ones. Email me anytime, Chris at WDWNT.com. For Jeff, for Angelina, and for Iago, I'm Cosmic Chris Reid. Thank you so much. Have yourself a wonderful, magical evening, and remember, do what makes you happy.
We love you, Jason.